you just click on the bottom of your screen there, chat, and it'll open the box for you. So if you do have any questions, you can either, type it in, or you can raise your hand. Hopefully we might be able to see you. Or there's these reactions that you can click on also at the bottom of your screen there on the Zoom screen. And it has different icons that you can click on to try to get the attention. Like there, I just put a thumbs up. So that's one way to get attention if you have a question. Or if you can write your question down and Steve will address it later on in the lecture. Or, if you can't use your box, go ahead and ask a question if it's relative to what's going on at that time. So just wanted to let you know that these handouts, the notes for this lecture is on the website. So you're free to go there and download it. We are recording this today, so you will also have an opportunity to review the recording if you have some things that you just want to go over. Also, if you know somebody that was not able to attend today, they can have access to that. So anyway, with Steve is going to talk about Smith Echo today. The basics.
And I'm going to share the screen now of his the handout.
So without further ado, I'd like to welcome, a warm welcome to our bridge expert speaker, Steve Wood.
Okay, well, thank you everybody for showing up and having an interest in this topic, and hopefully I can shed a little light on it. Kind of I would say the backdrop for this is when you were a beginning player and first learning how to play, you were taught that it's a good idea to return partner's lead. And that's a nice rule of thumb and a good starting principle when you're learning how to play, and still is a pretty good rule of thumb, but there are exceptions, and lots of exceptions. And one of the things Smith Echo does is to help you identify situations where maybe the opening lead wasn't as effective as you wanted and you could switch, but also situations where the opening lead was extremely effective and you want to make sure that that suit gets continued. So that's really, in a nutshell, what Smith Echo is about. Now, as far as questions, I'm gonna kind of buzz through some basics on Smith Echo. So it's probably good to hold questions for a little bit, and then I'll open the floor to questions about the basics before we get into some discussion hands. As far as the name of the convention, most good conventions are named after somebody usually after somebody who thought of it, like Easley Blackwood made up Blackwood, and Sam Stamen gets credit for Stamen, and Oswald Jacoby gets two of them for Jacoby Tuno Trump and Jacoby transfers. Here, the two-part name Echo, Smith Echo, and Echo is a British term that means a high-low. So if you're over in London and you high-lowed at a bridge club there, they would say, well, you echoed. Now, as far as Smith, I'm not sure which Smith gets credit for this, but I have always associated Smith Echo with a Houston expert by the name of Curtis Smith. And Curtis passed away several years ago, but he was an expert's expert in Houston. And he played with Johnny Gerber and Bobby Nail and that group, a bunch of very fine players.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
I'll turn my mic off.
Yeah, a bunch of very fine players in the Houston area. And I played against Curtis some in regionals there in Houston. And he was a very fierce competitor and a great player. He kind of had a reputation as a bit of a womanizer, but we won't hold that against him because he could really play. And he was an exponent of this particular convention. So maybe it goes to Curtis Smith and maybe it goes to somebody else. Anyway, so Smith Echo, when does it apply? It applies only in no trump contracts at any level. 1 no trump, 3 no trump, maybe even 7 no trump. The idea is this, that when partner leads against no trump and then declarer takes the trick and declarer goes about setting up whatever tricks he wants to set up in another suit, the idea is that showing count in that suit usually is not a very useful tool for the defenders. And so playing your spot cards in a certain way can be used to send a different message other than count. Now, there is one specific situation where count is top priority, and we'll get to that in a minute. But other than that, setting that one aside, usually count is not that big of a deal, and it's a better message if you can do something else. So if you had a way to say, if you were the third hand player, and if you had a way to say to your partner, wow, what a great lead, let's keep going. Or if you had a way to say, wow, that lead didn't work so hot, let's do something else, that would be useful. And if you were the person who made the opening lead, you'd want to be able to, it's nice if you could just say to your partner, hey, this lead worked out great, maybe even better than you can see. So let's keep it going. Or, wow, I didn't make a very good opening lead. Let's look someplace else. All those messages can be sent using Smith Echo. Now, the way it works is on the first trick, that's important. The first trick after declarer has gained the lead. So it might be trick 2, or maybe it's trick 3 because declarer won the second trick. Either way, once declarer plays a suit, the spot cards by the defenders are Smith Echo. If the spot card that you play is high and then low, that means you're encouraging the suit of the opening lead. If you play low and then high, you're discouraging or at least sending a neutral message about the opening lead. So if partner's lead was great and you think, let's go, keep going in that suit, you high-low to tell partner that. If your lead was excellent and you can see it's excellent, maybe partner can't quite see it from her side of the table, but you can, high-low to tell partner that. So that's what Smith Echo is. Now, the important thing to remember about Smith Echo is encourage and discourage. Those are relative terms. There's no ironclad way to describe them. You have to look at the situation. What's the dummy look like? What happened on the first trick? What was the bidding? How many tricks does it look like declarer has? That kind of stuff. It's all relative, but most of the time we can figure it out. Now, the other thing that's a caveat is high and low. You've got to watch the spots. You've got to look at them carefully so that you can read. Was partner playing high-low or was partner playing low? I remember playing with the partner one time and I played my low card. It was a 7. And he said, well, a 7 is a high card. Well, it's not if you can see the 2, the 3, the 4, the 5, and the 6. Then the 7's a low card. By the same token, a 3 can be a high card if what partner has is 3 deuce and you can't see the deuce. So you've got to really look at the spots and analyze them to see what is the message that partner is sending. Okay. Another thing to think about on Smith Echo is sometimes declarer will attack a suit where you would like to Smith Echo, or maybe you would like to play low and not Smith Echo, but you don't have the cards for it. You have a singleton. You have no option. So you just have to grin and bear it and play your singleton and trust partner to recognize that perhaps you didn't have a choice and you're not sending a Smith echo message at all. Same way if you have something like Queen X, King X, Ace X, where you don't have any flexibility. In those scenarios, Smith echo is off. You just don't have the cards to send the message. So there you go. It doesn't apply. And you've got to, so like, let's say Declare, both Dummy and Declare have both bid clubs. And you've got 4 clubs in your hand. And on the first club, the partner plays a little one. Well, it's very likely that partner has a singleton, and you can't read too much into that singleton, whether it's high or it's low. Okay, now, James, can you put up the first discussion hand?
Okay.
Okay, now here's a very basic Smith echo situation. I think examples are helpful in a situation like this. So this is a hand where the bidding was 1 no trump by South. You're sitting east, and 1 no trump was the bid, and then Dummy just raised to 3 no trump, and there you are. And you're defending, and partner led the 4 of diamonds. Okay, now the first thing you should, and this is not about Smith echo, this is just basic bridge. 4 of diamonds. You can see the 3 in dummy and the 2 in your hand, so you know partner led from a 4-card suit. And that's an exercise you ought to go into every time you see an opening lead against no trump. So partner led a 4-card suit. So let's say that dummy plays low, and you put up the 9, and Declare wins the 10. All right, so Declare's got the trick, and now Declare plays a club. Now, this is the Smith echo trick. The first trick when Declare is playing a side suit. So Declare has control, and he leads a club. All right, now, first thing is, you know that your diamond holding, the suit that partner led, is nothing to write home about. You don't want to tell partner anything fantastic about diamonds. So you're going to play the 3 of clubs. So you are not Smith echoing, and you're telling partner, hey, if it's up to me, I'm not too wild about diamonds. The critical play is going to come from partner. There's every reason to think that partner has a choice or discretion about what club he's going to play. And so you want to watch and see what he chooses. Let's say that he plays the deuce. So partner is not very fired up about diamonds either. So dummy wins the king and then leads a heart. So at this point, you win your ace of hearts, either the first or second round of hearts, and you have to decide what to do. Do you keep leading diamonds, or do you do something else? Your diamonds aren't any good. Partner discouraged diamonds, said he wasn't very excited about the results of his opening lead. So it seems like the right thing to do is to switch, and you should probably play the jack of spades. Now, let's take it a different route. Let's say when Declare leads a club to get to dummy, partner plays the 9. It looks like partner is saying, hey, I like my diamond lead. I want you to keep leading diamonds. Okay, so dummy wins the king, Declare switches to hearts to build some heart tricks, and you win your ace. You should lead a diamond. And you have the 6 and the 2 remaining, and the normal carding there is to play the 6 to show that you started either with 9-6 doubleton or 9-6 deuce, 9-6 small. So you play the 6 and you're rewarded because partner started with ace queen, fourth of diamonds. And so declarer has the king, he's king 10 third, and he won the 10, but now here comes a diamond through his king. Partner's going to win the ace and the queen and the fourth round of diamonds. So that is a very basic Smith-Echo situation where the play of a spot card on the first round of clubs tells you what you need to do. Okay, now, before we get into the rest of the discussion, Hans, does anybody have any questions about just the basic format or the basic structure of how Smith-Echo works?
Before we do that, Linda, I made you co-host to this, and I'm having some technical issues. Can you let Alex in from the waiting room? If you look
Sure.
at your participants.
Yeah, he's in.
Okay. Thank you. Sorry. I'm having some technical issues here with my mouse or something. It's not working perfectly.
Okay,
Simone has a question on the chat.
okay. I can't see it, so somebody needs to read it.
I ask the following question. This does not apply to you playing the second and third trick. It only applies if the declarer plays the trick.
That's correct.
Okay.
That's correct. If, for example, partner leads a diamond and I win the ace and switch to something or continue or whatever I do, as long as we're in control, then normal carding applies.
Mhm.
It's the Smith-Echo trick is the first trick after declarer took control. Now on this hand right here, we're not even necessarily saying that clubs is declarer's best suit. He's just getting the dummy to lead a heart. Okay, but usually declarer will win and start building or cashing his tricks in his best suit. And our spot card plays on the first trick, that's when you know whether it's Smith or not Smith. And those are the two inferences available, encouraging or discouraging. Usually you can tell on the first trick whether partner is Smith-Echoing. But if you get the luxury of being able to see a second trick, then you'll know for sure whether he or she high-load or went low-high.
What if you play upside down?
If you play upside down, and I addressed that in the summary, you can play what's called reverse Smith. And a lot of good players do that. But a lot of good players play regular Smith. So it's really 6 of one, half dozen of the other. But in reverse Smith, an echo is discouraging. And a low card is encouraging. And
Steve,
again, it's not really critical that you play. I don't see any advantage one way or the other. Really, the important thing is that you both are on the same page and playing the same thing.
what happens if the first time the declarer plays, he actually doesn't take the trick and we take the trick? Do you still Smith-Echo or you
Well,
give count? Or what do you
Okay.
do?
All right. So if declarer switches, let's say to a club here, and you had the ace and decided to take your ace. Well, obviously, taking the ace is not a Smith-Echo play. It's just taking the trick. But partner's play, while that's happening, is a Smith-Echo play. So if it went low club to this king, queen, 8-4, and partner plays the deuce, partner is not Smith-Echoing. It goes king and you win the ace. Well, you have a message from partner that my partner is saying my diamond lead was not so hot.
Well,
Okay. But if partner played a high club and then you took your ace, then partner is saying, hey, keep coming in diamonds.
these people don't understand. So our version,
One of
And if the signal is not very clear with the first trick. So I take the trick and you play, let's say, a high one. Well, let's say it's an, I cannot make up my mind because it's a 5 or a 4.
Mm-hmm.
And I lead another card. Now the declarer takes the trick. Do you echo at that time?
I'll say that again. I'm sorry.
So we are switching. I take the ace of clubs, right? And you are giving me a signal that I don't really understand very well. So I am not going to lead back the diamond that you led. Maybe I'm switching to another suit. The declarer takes the trick right now.
Mm-hmm.
Do you Smith echo at that time?
No. Smith echo is on the first trick after declare gets control. The first trick. So that club trick where you took your ace, that's the Smith echo trick.
For my partner, but how do I Smith echo my partner about diamonds?
Well, you can't.
Yeah, I can.
But if you took the ace and you loved partner's opening lead, then presumably you will lead it back. All right. Now, here's a couple that your question raises a couple of things though. You just said that partner played a spot that was hard to read. Let's say that partner has the 6 and the 5. All right. And also the deuce. Obviously, if he wants to play low, he should play the deuce, clear as a bell. But if he wants to play high, he shouldn't play the 5, play the 6. Make it as clear as you can. There's no real difference between the 6 and it's no skin off your nose to play the 6 or the 5. Put the 6 out there. Similarly, let's say he had 9, 6, 5. You could put the 6 out there if you want, but if it was me and I wanted to make a clear signal for partner, I'd put the 9 on the table. Don't leave it open for doubt. When you're signaling, signal as high as you can afford. Make it clear. It may be clear to you, but make it clear for partner. And that's a principle that applies on defense at all levels. I have a law partner who's one of his favorite sayings is put the cookies on the bottom shelf. You should do that for your partner. He's got enough to think about, and there's enough possible mistakes lurking out there. Let's avoid mistakes by making it as easy as you can.
One place I think that comes up is on the opening lead and you're leading and you don't want to lead away from, say, ace, queen, 4. And you know that declarer has the king, and if you lead, you're going to give him this trick.
Right.
And so you would want to discourage your opening lead, whatever other opening lead you make, and you want to discourage and hope that partner will figure it out and lead through declare for you to get your ace and your queen.
I think that's a great point, James. And for example, let's say I led a 6 against no trump. Okay. And it's top of nothing. I've made a passive lead of the 6 from top of nothing because I have a tennis position sitting over declare. And I want partner to lead that suit through declare. Well, if I lead the top of nothing, maybe partner will think that that's 4th best. It may not be clear that my 6 was top of nothing. But if I don't Smith echo and I tell partner, don't return my opening suit, that's a good clue to partner that she should switch. And if she thinks about it and looks at all the different bits of information available, there's a good chance she'll find a switch that I'm desiring. But if you don't play Smith echo, you're just guessing. That's the important point. Because if I leave the 6 and then I just play a club on the first trick that declare plays, well, I haven't told partner anything. And partner's going to have to just make her best guess. And as we all know, guesses can be wrong. Much better to be able to tell partner some more information and give her a better chance to get it right. Okay. All right. Now, there may be some more questions, but we'll have another opportunity for questions as we go along. Okay, let's take a look at discussion hand number 2, James. All right, now this hand is a little bit more complicated, but that's why we're here. All right, so on this hand, the bidding started 1 spade, 1 by dummy, 1 no trump by south, and you're sitting west, 2 no trump, 3 no trump. Now, first, a word about the bidding. If you notice that dummy has 17 points, high card points. And I have seen a lot of people who would say, oh, I have 17 points and I'm balanced and I'm not too worried that I have a 5-card major, so I'll open a no trump. That would be a significant underbid on this hand. You have 17 points, but you also have a very nice 5-card suit. So the hand should not be treated as an opening no trump. You should open a spade and planning to do something that shows more than 17 points, such as in this situation, 2 no trump. So now south is declare, and here you are on opening lead, and you have no reason to do anything but lead 4th from the highest of your longest and strongest suit. So you lead the 6 of hearts. Dummy wins the king, partner plays the 8, and declare plays the 3. All right, so now we're to the Smith Echo trick, because declare has taken the lead and he's now leads the queen of diamonds from dummy. Okay, partner, East player, follows suit with the 2 and declare plays the 3. And you're going to win your king. And now it's a decision. Do you keep going with hearts? Or do you try something else? Now, the first trick was kind of ambiguous. You don't really know. I mean, partner played the 8. You're not sure what she played the 8 from. But what you do know is that partner had an opportunity to Smith Echo and encourage your hearts by her play on the first diamond. And she didn't do it. She played the 3. She played the 2. And you know that that's low. So partner doesn't like hearts. That's the bit of information you've gained by way of Smith Echo. So what do you play now? For my money, if my partner said, I don't like hearts, I'd be looking somewhere else. And it looks to me like partner does not have the ace or the queen of hearts. And it looks like partner does not have the ace of diamonds. You put those in the south hand, that's 10 points. That's plenty for a 1 no trump response. If that hand also had the ace of clubs, it would be 14 points. Very unlikely that hand would respond 1 no trump. So now the clues are starting to add up. Partner doesn't like hearts, and clubs are starting to look attractive. I would switch to the queen of clubs. Now notice that you might take a stab at that without Smith Echo. But with Smith Echo, you get a nice little bit of information that informs your decision to switch to the queen of clubs. And I would expect partner to have the ace of clubs, and if she happens to have the 10 to go with it, you're in business. Okay, that's hand number 2. All right, let's take a look at hand number 3. All right, now on this one, and again, a simple auction, 1 no, 3 no. Partner leads the 4 of hearts. Now dummy's playing low, and you're going to put in the jack, because from equal honors, you play the low one to allow for the possibility that you do have the queen. If you played the queen in this situation, you'd be denying the jack. So you wouldn't want to do that and mislead partner. Okay, so you get the opening lead's a heart, dummy plays low, you put in the jack. All right, so let's say that declare wins the king. Now declare, now this is when you start your thinking. Your first thing you know is that you love partner's lead. You've got the queen to go with the jack, and you want to tell partner that. You know that declare is going to lead some suit, and so you're ready to Smith Echo. Declare switches to a club and wins in the dummy. And if it were me, I'd put the 10 of clubs on the table. No question about it. I love hearts, partner. That's the message you're going to send. Now, who knows what's going to happen next, but with any luck, partner will win a trick, lead a heart to your queen, and you guys will run hearts. But the most important, see, what you've had here is an opportunity because of Smith Echo to tell partner, man, what a great opening lead. Let's keep going. Okay, so this is a very textbook example of Smith Echo in action. Okay, let's look at hand number 4. All right, if you notice on hand number 4, the dummy is exactly the same as hand number 3. And the bidding was the same too, and the opening lead the same. Okay, so dummy plays a low heart as before, and you're going to put up your jack and declare wins. All right, declare, let's say declare plays a club. Now, what you have left in hearts is nothing special. There's no reason to get excited or send partner an excited message about hearts because you've already exhausted your good cards in hearts, the jack. Now, if your jack bumped the king and partner has the ace, queen, 5th left, if partner gets in, he's going to cash them. But if he doesn't have that easy holding, then he's going to be looking for guidance from you. Now, remember the previous hand, your guidance you gave was keep going in hearts, partner. I got the queen. Here you want to say, well, partner, I'm out of help in hearts. So on that club, you're going to play the deuce this time. And now you've told partner, hey, if there's a missing card, declarer has it, not me. Okay. Now, if your partner is looking at it, he's got that information. Now let's say he has ace. He started with ace, 10, 5th of hearts. Ace, 10, something, 4, deuce. If he could just get a heart lead from you through declarer's queen, he'd be in clover. So on the club, the Smith Echo trick, you're saying no, but he's going to say yes. He's going to play a high club spot. And he's alerting you that he likes the way his opening lead has worked out, and he wants you to keep leading him. But you're telling him you don't have anything left in hearts. Now it's up to him. If he looks at everything, there's a reasonable chance he can find a spade shift. And if he does, you can win the ace, lead a heart through, and take a number of tricks. Now, whether he finds the spade lead or he doesn't, that's up to partner. He's going to have to think about it and look at his hand and add the points and all of that. But you have told him, you've given him the roadmap, lead something else, if it's a question mark, don't leave hearts, leave something else. Okay. All right, so that's another example of Smith Echo in action. All right, now let's go to hand number 5. Okay. Now this one's a little more complicated, but that's all, that bridge is complicated. All right, so the bidding this time was 1 no, 2 clubs by dummy, looking for a heart fit, 2 diamonds, no major, 3 no trump. And you're west, and you lead the 6 of spades. Dummy plays the queen, partner plays the 8, and declare plays the 7. Now, the first thing to think about on this is what's going on in spades, because declare flew with the queen. And a lot of times that will be because he has king XX, and he's hoping to get a trick with the queen now, and then lose the lead, keep losing the lead to you, where you can't attack his king without giving him another spade trick. So that could be what's happening here. All right, so you led that, and declare the queen won. Now, declarer plays the 10 of clubs from dummy. Again, this is the Smith Echo trick, the first trick. Partner plays the 8. Declarer plays the 4, and you win your king. All right, now what is partner trying to do? Partner's 8 is a high spot. What is the message? Partner likes spades. But you are looking at the ace and the jack. The queen already has been played, and you know to a moral certainty that declarer has the king. So why is partner getting excited in spades? Okay, the answer must be that partner has 4 spades as opposed to 2 spades. And this is further supported by the bidding, because if partner only had 2 spades, then that would leave 4 for declarer, and declarer denied a 4-card major. So the message partner is sending you is she's in love with spades in the context of the hand. Okay, so you should play the ace of spades, fully expecting to drop declarer's king, because it turned out that declarer was trying to pull the wool over your eyes by winning the queen and making it look like he had king third, when in fact he had king doubleton himself. And if you play the ace, down comes the king, you run the spades, and there you go. All right, so the full hand is shown on the next page. James, if you'll show it there. Okay, so there's declarer. He's in trouble. And so he tried to confuse things by popping up with that queen and hoping against hope that either the club finesse would win, or that if it lost, you wouldn't be able to figure it out. And if partner had not been able to Smith Echo, the odds are you probably wouldn't have figured it out. But with partner's help and Smith Echo, you got some extra information, and you laid down that ace and set it. Now, hands for Smith Echo come up all the time. And this is a more kind of extreme example of it. But Smith Echo happens over and over and over again in these no trump contracts. Now, the last hand is I stole this one from an article by Dorothy Truscott. And I like this hand because it's a really good example of Smith Echo. Okay, so here you are. South is the declare and 3-no trump. South opened a diamond. Wait a minute. North opened, my bad. North opened a diamond. South bid 2 clubs. North rebid 2 diamonds. And South bid 3-no trump. All right, so South has long clubs, North has long diamonds, and South bid 3-no trump. And partner leads the 4 of hearts. Dummy plays the 9, of course. You put up your queen, and declare wins the king. Okay, now declare leads the 4 of diamonds. And partner plays the 2. And declare finesses, and here you are, you're in with your king of diamonds. Now what? Now looking at your hand and partner's lead, you would say, my goodness, partner led hearts, and look at my wonderful hearts. I better lead hearts back. But there ought to be a detail that jumps out at you. And that is partner's play of the 2 of diamonds on the Smith Echo trick. Remember, declare won the heart and led a diamond, and that's the Smith Echo trick. And partner did not Smith Echo. Partner played the 2. So even though he made a lead and you put up the queen and it knocked out the king and you have 4 hearts, partner is saying, I'm not too excited about hearts. So that really tells you that partner does not have the ace of hearts. Because if he did, he wouldn't be playing that way. Now, if that puts the ace in declarer's hand. If declare has ace king of hearts, has all those clubs, because remember he had long clubs, and here's dummy with ace jack third, so the clubs are ready to go. Plus a bunch of diamond tricks, 3-no trump is going to make, unless you can take a bunch of tricks right now. Why is partner saying no to hearts? The only possible answer is that he wants you to shift to a spade. So you put the jack of spades on the table. And James, if you switch it up and show the full hand, here's the full hand. Bingo. Partner has wonderful spades. Declares king is on the guillotine, ready to be chopped off. And you're going to take the king of diamonds and 4 spade tricks down 1. You never could have made that play if you didn't have Smith Echo to point you in the right direction. Okay. One last point, and then I'm going to shut up for some questions. I said that there's a situation where Smith Echo doesn't apply, and that is partner leads something and dummy has one of these king, queen, jack, 5th of diamonds and out hand. No entries, source of tricks. Now, the most important information that you can exchange when declare leads that suit is count. So one of you can hold up the ace and prevent declare from running that suit. In that narrow circumstance, Smith Echo is off. Count takes priority. That comes up every once in a great while, but not very often. And it's obvious when it does. Declare has no entries. Dummy has no entries and a source of tricks that we need to cut off if we can by holding up our ace. Okay, that's Smith Echo in a nutshell. I have a write-up that explains pretty much what I just went through. So if we've got time for questions, that'd be fine.
Any questions? Okay.
Does somebody have a bird in the background?
I do. Sorry. I can't help it.
Yeah, we have to let the bird in.
Yeah.
Well,
Can we
I've-
see the
we've got-
bird?
I got two parakeets. My wife and I have two parakeets. I'm as far away from them as I can get.
So. Well, Steve, that was great. Loved it. A lot of great information. And anybody have any questions or about this one? I want you all to know that Steve has been gracious enough because we had time constraints with the lecture. So next week at the same time, he will be continuing the second part of the lecture, two-way check back. So
I have one question. I kind of missed the last thing he said about the high-low on the last
Okay.
hand. I'm sorry.
On the last
could-
hand,
Yeah, the last hand you said that was the only time Smith Echo wouldn't.
oh. Yeah, not in conjunction with hand number 6, but just in general. There's an example hand in the write-up. If you look at it, if you have a chance, it's on page 5 in the write-up.
I'm
But
sorry, I'm unable to share it again.
Yeah.
I'm
that's fine.
Okay.
Nope. But it's a hand where dummy it goes 2-0, 3-0.
Right.
Dummy has king, queen, jack, 9, 5th of diamonds, and low cards. Balanced low cards otherwise. 2-0, 3-0. And partner makes his lead. Now, when dummies like that, Smith Echo goes by the wayside because the most important information is holding up the ace of diamonds so that declarer can't run a bunch of diamond tricks out of an enterless dummy.
okay.
Okay.
Okay, so so the qualification is this: dummy has a long suit that looks like it's going to run if you're not careful, and dummy doesn't have any entries.
Okay.
In that scenario, you've got to be able to tell partner count. Both partners need to do that so that the ace can be held up and played at the appropriate time to cut declarer off from dummy.
Okay.
And so Smith Echo goes by the board there.
All right. Thank you.
Okay. All right, that take care of it?
Oh, wait, we have a
Question in the back there.
Okay.
Steve, I have a question. I'm having the
Okay.
hardest time understanding when I understand the concept, but when the declare has won the trick
Mm-hmm.
and you are getting ready to Smith Echo, a low card sometimes means, no, I do not like the lead. And sometimes it means Smith Echo is off and I cannot decide when that is and when.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Let me be more specific on that. Okay. All right. So declarer has won a trick, has won the opening lead, or maybe declarer won trick 2.
Mhm.
And now he's in control and he's going after his suit. So that's the Smith Echo trick. If you play high on it, obviously you're encouraged. Either partner plays high, you're saying, hey, I like it.
Okay.
If you play low, it simply says, I don't have anything more in this suit. If you're looking for more from me, I don't have it.
Okay.
That's all it says. If you play, so the deuce, let's say, just says, look, you figure it out, but I don't have anything more to help you. If you think about that hand where you had 3 to the jack, all right, you played the jack and that was it. That's what you got. Low says, I don't have anything more.
Okay.
High said, the other example that went with it, you had the queen and the jack.
Mhm.
So now when you've played the jack, you play high, that says, hey, I got more. I can contribute even more. Keep going. So high says that, low says, I've shot my wad here. You figure it out.
Okay. So low always means not interested. High, low says I'm giving you echo.
That's right.
Okay.
And low, just be careful here. Low doesn't mean, by golly, don't do it. It just means from my side of the table, I don't have anything more to add.
Yes.
So now you have that information. You, partner, will figure out what to do.
That clears it up quite nicely for me. Thank you.
Okay, good. I'm glad.
Great job.
This was the clearest Smith echo I have ever heard. So I think it's the
Okay.
first time I
Well,
really understood
But
it.
let me add something. Let me add something. If you and your partner are thinking about playing this, and I really, really, really think you should, because I promise you the best players in the world play it. What I would do is pull down the summary on the website. Both of you pull it down and read it, and then, look through some of the examples and make sure you're on the same page about it and try it. Now, look, when you first try it, you're going to make mistakes. That happens all the time with conventions or anything. But when it becomes second nature, you're going to start recognizing the information that's being passed along. Encouraging and discouraging, it's valuable. And it'll save you a lot of match points, save you a lot of giving up over tricks to declare in match points, and it'll let you defeat some contracts that you never would have defeated before. All right, y'all have a game to play. Good luck. Go win it.
All
Thank
right,
you.
thank you,
Thank
Steve.
you.
See you all. See you next
Excellent. Thank you.
week.
Okay.
Thanks, Steve.
Okay,
Thank
you're very
you.
welcome.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.